Good evening, managers. Welcome to another FPL Ambassador show. It's been a very, very long time. I think we've been away, unfortunately, some due to illness and a lot of changes getting ready for the new year. But it's good to be back again. Raymond, how are you doing?
Charlie, I'm great by God's grace. Just disappointed. Disappointed by the man in front of
Former Captain Salah.
Pepper
Zero.
Captain Salah.
I
Zero,
saw I
zero.
saw somewhere that somebody went to bed and woke up, and when he saw that the captaincy was zero on Salah, he's like, "Oh, okay, Salah didn't play, so his vice captain will come and play for him." No, that's a swerve. It's a big swerve. It's a big swerve. I mean, it's been a lot of uncertainty because of COVID.
Sure.
Um, games getting postponed like 2 hours before the time.
Yeah.
If you realize people are doing a lot of minuses, -4. Our
Charlie,
brother
Charlie,
Roland,
Charlie,
who,
Charlie.
who is stuck in traffic currently and might join us at the latter end or
Yeah.
might not, but yeah, he sends his regards all the same. I know people are doing -4, -8. So we are just,
Charlie.
we are just, we are just hoping for a lot more certainty in the games ahead. So yeah,
Charlie.
yes.
So just as you are saying, the thing about Salah was, because of Salah blanked in game week 20, some managers had to sell him, and some
Yeah.
had to make the call whether to bring him back or not. And the
Mm,
decision to bring Salah back was that against Leicester, Liverpool were surely going to score against Leicester, and
mhm.
knowing how City destroyed Leicester on Sunday, giving them safety,
Exactly.
at least the Liverpool squad there, when they get you, they will score. They will score and score and score. So
Exactly.
people, so some of them had to buy him back, and to buy him back, you had to do like a -8 because normally when you bought Salah, you had spread the money across the team. So to
Yeah.
buy him back, you had to do it, and then people bought him back, and shroom. And the most painful thing was that there were guys who didn't own Salah but were very afraid. All they were
Yeah.
praying was Salah, you just scored just one goal.
Exactly.
Like, at least they'll be happy with just one goal, and the guy did not score. So,
And,
sorry.
and I think some people even did a free hit just to bring Salah in for that
Oh,
game.
for that game because we knew that against Leicester there, and especially on that Leicester left wing, where Salah will play on the right wing. We knew that place is a very place where most of their goals come through. We
Yeah.
knew it, and then Charlie, it's just the uncertainty because people say that Salah could have scored like 3 goals on that day. The penalty miss. He had some
Yeah.
chances, and he could have gotten assists by Charlie. It's all part of FPL. There's nothing we can do about it, Charlie.
Yes. We
Let's
move.
move on.
We move.
We move. So we've talked about this subscribing to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's grow bit by bit. In fact, I want to use this opportunity to make a special thanks to our subscribers so far, those who have joined us. If they can see, this is our 26th episode. We started just in June. There are 52 weeks in a year. So we've done half of the year. They've been with us. They have moved with that all throughout the season. They've really supported us and as well. So thanks as well. Share it as well. Don't keep that pot to yourself. Share it for others to know. Boys, that's what boys are doing. Boys are not sharing it because they know that when they share others together, please share it. Let's all grow the channel and let's move on. And the code is there, the money is there. This one we've talked about it for long. So this is Roland's team. So maybe he might join us. So let's look at mine and then we'll come back.
Okay. Sure.
Maybe he might join us. So this is my team. So you can see I don't have any minus this week. And the very painful thing about me, don't have any minus this week. Oh, Charlie, this week I didn't want to. Actually, my transfer plan was to bring in Bowen. That was my plan. My plan was to bring in Bowen this week. But then when the Arsenal match was taking off, I said, okay, let me bring the gear because now I'm trying to rise and I don't want to make the minuses. Though sometimes I do it when it's necessary, but this one I said, no, okay, at least the City guys are there, let me play it. And I didn't expect Bowen to hit like that against. I had Bowen earlier on, and then West Ham's match was postponed in game week 18. Then I
Okay.
had to sell him, and then now I brought him back for the free hit, which I played into a 19. But then the plan was to bring him back this week. And then Ramsdale was there. I brought De Gea. And then De Gea. So today, Charlie De Gea has to pay me back. De Gea has to give me. Bowen had 13 points. He has to give me
And there were some rumors that I mean, okay, we'll get to that. There were some rumors that people are saying they will play, so we have to be careful. FPL, I said that Charlie, you won't play, but like, sometimes the rumors are too much. I
The
just want
rumors
to
are too much.
on
So
on the
just do what you can do, and then just at least, yeah. So that is the Salah zero there, Charlie. It's spread across board.
But
Somebody said that. Okay, yeah.
what do you think about Bernardo? Because he's belonged in the
He's gone.
past.
He's gone. 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 He's gone for Bowen. Actually, I didn't want to. The price rise drop is almost very close. So I said, okay, let me do once and for all, because Bowen is somebody I earmarked long ago, and I bought him, and then I had to sell him, and then now that I sold him, he's now hit. If I delay, I'll go and do the transfer, then he'll be hitting. I said, no, let me buy that guy once and for all. Let me give him in free too. So I have brought Bowen there. So that is the team there. At least we're able to fill a team. Like the way now the postponements are going is some way, but Charlie, how we do it, we just manage it there. So at least I've risen small. So I'm just praying. Help me maintain at least. I've left the million cash. I'm now in 1,000.
Yes,
so this is yours. You took a -4.
Yeah, so I took a -4. I brought in when I had the Ramsdale and the Arsenal and the Wolves match was called off. I just decided to just make a keeper change because I didn't want to really go in with just 10 players. So I just brought in De Gea, and I've had Janssen for a very, very long time from Brentford. So I just and just brought in Dalo. But right now I don't even know whether the players are going to play. Either way, Charlie, Janssen is gone because I had him for too long. And
sure.
Yeah, I brought in Bowen so I was one of the people who had ESR. He did the show the first time. He did the show the second time. The third time I wasn't confident, so I sold him for Bowen. And then he scored in that game. And then Bowen had 4 points. He had a yellow card, but it's good I brought him in because now he did it for me, giving me the 14 points, which was great, of course.
That is good.
Should have even scored safe, but I think they gave him offside. There was an incident with Dennis, so they ruled it out. I've had Dennis as well. And Foden, we kept the faith in Foden, although even since we've not been here, one of my matches I captained Foden and he came on and gave me 2 points.
Oh, Charlie!
Oh. He gave me 2 points as the captaincy. So but we took it like that, Charlie. I just kept the faith in Foden.
I think now the focus is just get 11 players to play. At least just have players to play. If you don't get 11 and you get 9 or 10, at least you manage it like that.
Exactly. So that's that.
Okay.
I mean, we can discuss Rowland's team.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe he might join us by then. So this is Rowland's team. So Rowland is one of those guys that had to bring back Salah.
Meant to bring back Salah. The one who did minus. He went to bring back Salah.
Yes.
He took out Ronaldo. Took out Nelly. And I think he took out. I don't know who's the third person that he took out.
I think it was Dennis. I think so.
No, it was King. He had King. He didn't have Dennis.
Yeah, King. He had King. Yes.
He took out, I think he took
brought
out
in Salah. He
brought in Salah. So the Ronaldo score hat trick. I know who
Charlie boys go cry or never. Charlie boys go cry.
Yeah, but he made a very good decision with Edward. Edward never crossed my mind at all.
So let me tell you, this is what happened between Rowland and myself. So Rowland was actually eyeing Benteke. And I told him that, okay, Benteke he was buying for just 1 week. And I said, no, watch. Though Edward has not been scoring, Edward is more assured of games. So at least, even though you're not buying for a 1 week plan, then why don't you go for Edward, who might play more games, at least because you might have 1 or 2 double game weeks there. So then he bites in the hand. So he wasn't really convinced, but I told him that, Charlie, sometimes you have to make it, and then Charlie goes. So the -8 there, Charlie, he has benefited. He didn't lose class. So at least it's a good call there. It's a good call there. So, and he brought in Antonio as well. So if you look at it, he's really made the point. Look at him, Marvin. Look at Rowland. Rowland says,
they Ronaldo had to get to happen. Becoming first. Ronaldo hat-trick, Charlie. Instead of you keeping Ronaldo and captaining, you want to do Salah. Okay.
So the only key thing over the past 4 game weeks is that the four at the back, the big four at the back has collapsed. They are really messing up. But I'm sure at the point back in the season it will come on. So now we can start chopping one of them and bringing it forward. So right now James is injured, and then bring the money there and let's see. So let's move. Let's move. Okay. So the league table is still on. None of us is in the top 10. Roland is out of the top 10. Matthews G is out of the top 10. Precious Arku also out of the top 10. Our normal guys are out. But then Arsenal and Ryan, is it Bitsa? It's first. And then Bista. Hey, sorry. My ball. Winnie 11 second. Catalan FC there. So these are the guys in the top 10 there. Let's see. Anybody can rise. At the end of the season, whoever win will win the 1,000 Ghana cedis. So that is it there. Let's move. So these are Roland's key players for this week. He's going with Ramsdale, Impo. Hey, you actually Roland this question.
I'll ask Roland this question. Roland, come and open your mouth.
Come on,
you are in goal, but you say that Manchester City is going to score Arsenal 3-0. It is a penalty. Nobechi and I say, I don't understand.
Well, what you count, you have to answer this question, my boss.
You answered in the comment section.
You answered in the comment section. So, well, I still say that, but no, sometimes he might have a lot of saves to make. Maybe he might make like 9 saves. Who made the 10 saves this week? It was who made the 10 saves?
You are playing against a team that doesn't have a recognized striker. Let's throw you all over the place.
Somebody says that because they don't have a recognized striker, they now have 6 number 9s. All the midfield to the forward are all number 9s. So who are you marking? By the time you see the beat you are. So Regulion, that Conte is really doing a very good. We are now seeing the effect a bit by bit, and it's showing more in defense. At least he's a bit more solid. There. So that the Spurs guys are there. Emerson Royale, Dyer, Regulion. Any of these 3 are guys that people need to watch out for. Foden. Foden, you've done very well. You scored, you've helped in scoring 7-0. Then you go and follow Jack Grealish and go to nice club. Then you bench you like 2-3 weeks. I can't
I captained the first time. I believe I had ESR as vice captain. So he didn't play, and ESR gave me the point. I said the next time, no, I'll still captain this guy.
You captain this guy
twice. This guy didn't come on and give me 1 point.
1 point, man. Oh, Charlie, that was when I also hit my free hit. I kept folding. I really felt that the City guys would do the work against Leicester. Just that folding just give the but Charlie, we take it there. We take it there. But I think now Pep has reinstated him, so we expect him to be more solid in the team now. And then Antonio there, Mikel Antonio, disappointed boys from game week 6 up till now, but it looks like now he's trying to. So boys who watch out for. I don't think any manager has really kept him up till now. But at the point we were really, but now he's and West Ham pitches are going to get a bit better, and they might get a double game week as well. So people should watch out for him. And then Lucas Moura, though the eye is on Kane and Son, Lucas Moura, especially at his price point, is also somebody very good that managers should watch out for, because sometimes one of the difficult, everybody in his team structure. So sometimes you can't get Kane or Son. You get the next best asset in the team. And Lucas Moura is there. As long as he's there, he might not get in the goal, but he might get in the assist. And you take the points there as well. Roland, please come hurry up and reach him and come and defend your Salah captaincy, Charlie.
Pema captain.
Pema captain Salah. Roland says captain Salah against Chelsea.
The hero is playing, but Dalo is not playing for me.
Is Ronaldo playing?
Come again.
Is Ronaldo playing?
Ronaldo the hat-trick. Now they forget. Ronaldo the hat-trick is your best share. Boys go cry.
You know, because Salah was not playing, some of the very bold FPL managers told Salah, they said this is the time to move off Salah, and they went to Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Okay. And the point was that against Leicester he will score, but at least they have Jota, so Jota will cover them. and he didn't score. So they are super happy because if Ronaldo's Salah, but I think Salah might hit against Chelsea going for that goal.
Yeah,
He might not score a hat trick per se.
Yeah, because Chelsea, they've not been that great recently. Now they've lost
Defensively.
James. Alonso will be facing somebody pacey like Salah. I don't think is they will. I think they will definitely be involved in goals. I mean, it won't
Okay.
be such a tight game like that. However, on the flip side, I think Kante and Kovacic coming back
Back. It's
from
really
can
stabilizes.
shore up the defense a little bit.
Yeah.
But still, now it's not. I think if people are going to captain Salah, I give them the go ahead to captain Salah because it's a Chelsea side that are not really keeping clean sheets like the start of the season. So people can, if you don't have any other options, I mean, you can just go ahead and captain Salah.
Charlie, I actually was planning on captaining Son, buying Son and captaining him because I can't get Kane. But I think yesterday, looking at the second half of Brighton, I think Liverpool can do something, and I'm expecting them to react. I'm not yet confident to captain Salah yet. I'll decide as across the weekend. So that's it. So these are Roland's predictions, key players and predictions. Marvin, let's look at yours and then we continue.
So I went for Martinez in goal. Aston Villa will be playing against Brentford side, who honestly have not been after their early spells. That's everybody jumped on their players. They've not been great at all. And Stevie Gerrard has really got the Aston Villa side taking very, very well. So I expect Martinez to have a good game. I went for Livramento because Newcastle, their two main strikers are not going to play, which is Wilson and Saint Alex and Maximin. Yes, Maximin. And I think Livramento can have a good game because I don't know where the goals are going to come for Newcastle. And they are also not good defensively as well. So I think Livramento can have some joy.
Can do something. Okay. So those who have him can play him. Those who have kept him on the bench for a long time.
Exactly. And midfield, I've gone for Gray. I mean, Brighton had a very good game yesterday, actually. And Brighton, they've moved from the times of what's their previous coach? Was it Chris Hughton? Their previous they were more defensive. They become more of an attacking side. So I think it's going to be a very interesting game, whereby a possession-based game, whereby each team is going to go neck and neck with one another. So I feel like Gray can have some joy as well. I think it's going to be a good game between Everton and Brighton. And for forward, I've gone for Kane. Watford have a porous defense. I don't think he's kept a clean sheet the whole of the season. Kane is regaining his form back, and I see that he's going to get at least a goal in this game.
Harry Kane.
Edward, I've gone for Edward differential because they have, West Ham have been finding it difficult, even though they are being very good and attack minded. They are finding it difficult to keep clean sheets. I think since Cresswell, and they've made some key defenders as well, Zuma and the like. So even though I think it's going to be a good game, I think Edward can still be involved and then have a good game against West Ham. So that's why I've gone for Edward. Captaincy, I've gone for De Bruyne because I just think that number one, Arteta has COVID apparently, which means he's not going to be on the touchline. Pep is false number 9, going up and down. And I think De Bruyne will be involved because De Bruyne has also hit form since coming back from his injury. And I think he's going to be involved. And I think that he can do something against Arsenal. So these are my picks for the coming week.
These are your picks. Do you think De Bruyne is getting back to the De Bruyne of old, whereby he will be one of those key guys we need in our teams going forward?
It's possible. At the moment, I'm sure with Pep Roulette, Pep will always try and manage his minutes as well because he's been injury prone this season too much. So there are some matches that he will definitely manage his minutes. So maybe there are some odd games that he will have a rest here and there. I don't personally think he might get to the best De Bruyne challenge because that De Bruyne was on another level.
Challenge.
I think he can come good. I just at the moment I don't see whether he can hit that level. I don't think he can hit that level.
So as Salah is going, do you think De Bruyne would be the best person to just stay there when Salah comes, go back to Salah, or you shift it to attack?
It's possible. You see, right now, I mean, some people have. I mean, it depends. Some people have like three. Let's say for myself, I have three Man City players already, like
Okay.
Foden, Bernardo, and Cancelo.
Cancelo.
Of course, that means one of them will have to go in terms of the attackers, which is Bernardo and Foden. So I can't even get De Bruyne. But for people who want to do, I think they can, because the likely replacements are likely to be in the premium bracket. It's likely to be somebody like Kevin De
Sure.
Bruyne, likely to be somebody like Son. Definitely, Son is likely to be the best replacement for Salah
Sure.
until
Mm.
he comes back. Yeah, so it's going to be between the two. If you can stomach Pep Roulette, I think De Bruyne is a good person that you should have in your team. And I think he's been posting good results as well. I think yesterday he had an assist. I think
Yeah,
some
sure.
bonus points, I think 2 bonus
Yeah,
points.
yeah,
So yeah, if you want to be in the
yeah.
same
So
uh, bracket,
small
somebody like
sum.
Sterling is also doing very well.
Ale.
Sterling is doing well. I think the last time I checked, it was 10.6 or so. And I mean,
Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
If United can click, Bruno Fernandes, of course, he was once everybody's favorite
Oh,
FPL.
oh, ow, 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 ow.
So Bruno Fernandes, he's gone under the radar because of course he's not been doing as well. He's not on penalties anymore because of when Ronaldo came. So I mean, these are options that in the premium bracket you can decide to look at. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. The only disadvantage of having De Bruyne is De Bruyne is not able. It's not going to have any double game week 21 or 22. Son most likely might have one.
Okay.
And Ronaldo might also likely have one. That's the only thing. But sometimes, you know what? As one of my friends, Paco, has always said that double game weeks are now overrated. Sometimes we plan so much about double game week, and the double game week, the guys with the single matches would get more points than those with the double matches. So sometimes
Yeah.
just look at the guy. If you think that the guy is somebody you can go in for going, but as you have said, I think Son is more like the guy to go. You can go with the money straight to Son and then put the rest of the money in the bank. As soon as Salah comes, then you buy him, top up and buy Salah back.
Yeah.
Because when Salah comes back, Charlie, the way the COVID and postponement, Charlie, now we treat everything one at a time. There's no long term planning again in FPL. So we'll see how it goes there.
True.
Managers who are watching us, if there are any comments, you can bring it on board as well. Any comments, any key points, Okay. So now this is something we have been waiting for a while. We are waiting for the announcement of the double game weeks, most likely for 21 and 22. So double game week 21 and then 22. Now this is what Ben Crellin has done. If you don't follow Ben Crellin if you don't follow Ben Crellin, Charlie, you're really missing a lot. He normally focuses on planning the double game mix and stuff, and he's saying that he was expecting that by yesterday the announcement should come. But they're saying that since it wasn't announced yesterday, by tomorrow Friday 6 p.m. we should get that information. So everybody can delay your transfer till then, at least by tomorrow. If by tomorrow there's no information and you think that by Saturday still they are refusing to bring the information, at least these are the teams that are most likely to have double game week 21 and then double game week 22. So if you look at the grade, very likely it's 80 to 100%. So very very likely 80 to 100%. Burnley, Leicester, Watford, Man U, Brighton. These are teams that are, at least some of them might even get double 21 and 22. So if no information is up to up by tomorrow, I mean by deadline, and you have to make the transfer, at least target some players in Burnley, Watford, Leicester, Man U, Brighton, Brentford, Everton, Spurs. So at least we're talking about Son and Kane here, and then the Spurs defenders. You're speaking about Gray here. I don't know whether Calvert-Lewin is fit yet, but even if he's fit, it will take a while for him to get back to his. And then in Brighton, you will go with defenders there. Or Marvin, you will talk about Neil Mopai. Would you go for Mopai?
Moped, no, personally, I don't think so. I mean, who would they be? Let me see. If Brighton is supposed to get a double game, who would they be facing? They'll be facing.
They will face Everton, Man U, and then Crystal, Chelsea, or Tottenham.
Their games are not that favorable.
Yeah,
They're not that.
they're not that favorable. Okay,
But
yeah.
Everton, you never know. No, but he's just some weird player. I mean, I
last
don't
last
think
year
I'll go for Everton.
last year I bought more pie. That was one of the beginning of my worries in the year. But I will tell you, so we more pie and Cameroon. I've told myself I won't go anywhere near those
Cameroon
guys.
is not in training, though. Have you heard?
No,
The man is
no,
back.
Master, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that about Cameroon. I don't want any
The man is
temptation.
back. The man is back. Hey, Calvin. Well,
But Burnley are facing Leeds, Watford, Everton, Aston Villa. These are all teams that will score. You know, Burnley is mostly the defenders that we want, so it's also quite tricky over there. Watford, Kane is going for the AFCON. Kane, sorry. Dennis is going. So we let's with Kane. So you can get those who are looking for a striker can get Josh Kane because Tottenham, Burnley, Wolves. So they are all possibilities. Nothing is confirmed yet because they have few postponements. So either one has to be fixed here and one fixed the other place. So it's more like nothing is really confirmed yet, but all these are possibilities. That's Ben Crellin. So Ben Crellin, that's what specialty. What he does is he tries to predict and see how. And I followed Ben Crellin for 2 seasons now. His predictions are 95% accurate. I can tell you with all seriousness. Last 2 seasons, I was using his predictions to prepare for the double game. And as when it was announced, it was spot on. Last season too, it was spot on. And when he's not sure, he'll tell you he's not sure. So you can see that he's talking about likely, unlikely, and stuff. So managers can screenshot this or go to his Twitter page and then check for more information there. And if it comes to Man U, Ronaldo is somebody. So let's watch the game. Ronaldo, and let's see. So Marvin, you're saying Dallo is not playing. Who is playing at Dallo's place? Is it?
One Bisato. So they've changed the wing backs. So
Okay.
they've made about 6 changes. Let me do that for you. They made 6
Okay.
changes. What they've done is that so they've changed the wing backs. So Wan Bissaka is in, and then Shaw too is in.
Okay.
They've Varane is on the bench. In comes Eric Bailey, and also I think Matic comes in instead of
Okay.
Fred. And this guy is Jadon Sancho, Edison Cavani are in for Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. I think VDB2 is in. Van de Beek, Manchester United former Canoas. Hey, he's not even playing. Hey, sorry. Van de Beek is on the bench. Van de Beek, tell what sound. He can't even get anything.
So somebody says it's bad luck. So sometimes you have to leave it there. So all we are saying is managers should hold on to their transfers. By tomorrow, anything can happen. If it's announced, good. But if not, be very careful. Teams to avoid for now are Chelsea and then Arsenal. Chelsea are most likely to get a blank in about 2 weeks' time. They are facing Liverpool, Tottenham. They are facing Liverpool, Man City, and then Tottenham before a blank, and then Arsenal. So if you want to sell Chelsea assets, you can feel free to sell them now, and then get the other players that you think can take you through that. So Chelsea is the team that you can try to avoid for now. But aside that, we can't. These are all predictions. There's nothing really concrete here. So let's move on. Rowland is not home yet, so let's look at my team. So as I told you, one transfer done. So
Bowen in for Bernardo.
I'm not changing it here. I did took this screenshot yesterday. So Bowen in for Bernardo. Most likely, I am going to bring Son for Mount, and then bring Reguilon for James.
All in the same week.
I'm doing all today. Master.
Hey, minus what? 8.
Minus 8.
I do minus 8.
Now I've seen that is how the season is going. So I have to continue like that. No, but the rationale is this. I would make a transfer. I'll have to transfer Salah out next week. So Salah out is where I'll make that. I don't want to hold everything to that move. Then I have to force and do all the transfers in that move. So James will surely go. Now he's injured. It's actually not going to play. That's 0 points. So if I bring in somebody, at least somebody 2 points better than 0, with a -4. So that one is more like a -2 there. Then I want Son, and I want who else again? Bowen. So I have those 3 transfers. So Son, Reguilon, Bowen. If the double game weeks are announced by tomorrow, and I think that Aston Villa are going to get the double game week in 21, then I'll bring Matthew Cash instead of Reguilon. Then it will be more like, because I want it there. Then next week, assuming no postponement, somebody is challenging the postponement there, so that you can't even say anything again. Assuming there are no postponements, Salah will leave. Most likely, I'm bringing either Kane, Antonio, or Ronaldo, and I'll bring Andy Gray in the middle there. So that is how I want to do the transfer. So I don't want to push all to next week. I want next week when the double game weeks are sure. Then I can, at least Salah is not there. At least I have only -4. Then I can gain. I can gain the points and right. So now I'll take the blow now, and then I'll manage and just manage small and then stuff like that. But as I said, I might captain Son. If I bring Son, I might captain him. Not to say that Salah might not hit, but I might captain Son. So that is it for me. Marvin, you can talk. I know you can talk about -8, -4.
Nah, because any woman will be playing. You do the minus and then they'll postpone the match to on top. You continue.
That is why I waited to make the transfer at very close deadline.
The Bowen to Bernardo is a good move, definitely. And I think he has good long-term fixtures as well. Son, of course, and then I mean all the players that you want, and then who else?
And then Reguilon. So either Reguilon or Cash.
Why do you want Reguilon? Okay, if it's a double game week, I understand. But if it's not a double game week, I don't think it's worth it.
So
because you can play.
Yes. So I the reason why I have to do that move, I need the cash to upgrade Mount to Son.
You need the cash to get cash to on top.
No, I need the cash. I need the money from James so that I can upgrade Mount to Son, because the money does not allow me to go from 7 point days to Son at 10. So I need the extra cash.
Hold on, if you are likely to captain Son, why are you anyway? Why are you doing that? Just move Salah to Son and then captain
Salah. So I think what I'm prepping myself. Assuming no postponement, like they say, Leicester Norwich likely to be postponed. At least I don't have any Leicester Norwich. And the good thing is that game week 22, so at least by then everything would have settled. Everything would have settled. If everything would have settled by then, at least I can make the clear moves, because Salah will have to go. I can't keep Salah on my bench in 22. So I just want to make sure that my other set of my team is strong. And the other thing is that Dennis is also going to AFCON. So yes, so I will need to make those 2 transfers next week. So I don't want to, like, when I get there, then I will have to still keep Mount. I have to keep James. No, man, Pesa, delete that. I just want I didn't want to for I this week I brought in the gear. I said, oh, Bowen, because I brought in the gear, let me relax. Bowen, you wait 1 week, and I wait and you see Bowen has scored. So Charlie, Charlie, you let me take that thing and move. Let's go to your team. This is your team.
Yeah. So my problem areas, of course, James, Saint-Maximin, and who else? Who got injured recently? That is injured on my bench. There's somebody injured. I'm coming.
Watkins will come.
I think I have 3 injured. I have 3 injured players.
No, you have only 2.
Okay, Livramento
is now fit. Yes.
Yeah. So my things are, so I'm looking at, I think I need to make a change in my striking position as soon as possible. The reason being that, as you mentioned, Dennis will be going soon.
Sure.
Maximum is also injured.
Okay.
So I'm looking at, depending on what is announced in terms of game weeks, I'm looking at either King, and I also like the look of Broja, because Broja is facing a Newcastle side.
Sure.
Yeah. So I'm looking at getting one of them in. But as you said, I'm waiting to Charlie, to get more information on that. Eventually, I'll need to move James on as well because, as you said, Chelsea's fixtures are very rubbish. So somebody like James needs to go. And as you mentioned, the likes of Regulion. I think you've spoken about Brighton. I mean, I like Lamptey a lot because Charlie, he's so attack-minded. Just that his minutes, because of his injury, his minutes are
being managed.
Being managed, yes. But I like Lamptey a lot, and he's much cheaper than James as well. So you can some money and then use it elsewhere. So so those are the moves that I'm looking at. In terms of Salah, honestly, I'm torn. Between the fact that Charlie, should I just give this guy one last chance, or I should sell the guy and buy some? Because I mean, a lot of people are moving onto Son as well. So something I'm thinking about. But I like to look at maybe a problem more because the thing about FPL is that
it's true.
Look at the place where there's problem. You'll be there now. Then right now the problem will become double problem. Then it's like next week somebody else is hurt, and then I didn't make the striker move. Now I have to do minus. Charlie, that's too much. So normally I like to look at the problem areas first. But I mean, I have some time. to think about it and see which one is more beneficial. If somebody like Alan say Maximum was not injured for long, I won't sell it. The features are good, and because Wilson is injured for like 3-4 weeks, he can take that mantle upon himself to be the main striker. If he's not injured for long, I'll look elsewhere. That's the honest.
But everything said, you can fill the team this week.
Yeah, exactly. I can fill the team this week. So
because
should I just
Watkins will come in for James, and you play at 3-5-2. Then you bank and then transfer next week. Since the team is okay.
Exactly, because I don't need to. That's another thing. I don't need to make a transfer. So why don't I hold on? Maybe I'll get more information in terms of the double game weeks, and then I can even bank the transfer and then Charlie make some transfers for the double game week. Yeah. So that's if I don't have to use. If I don't use my free hits, if I can make transfers instead of using the free hits, I'll do that and I'll use them. Just keep the free hits for a rainy day or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Martin's G says, Charlie, we should talk about regimes. Charlie, Martin's G, we have talked about regimes earlier on. Regimes here. What he has done to manage
it's time to move regimes on.
Regimes, yes. It's more like
perfect time to move regimes. Charlie, regimes. If you have no other issues, Charlie, just sell the guy.
If you have issues, sell him. Charlie,
sell the guy because for the next 5 game weeks,
you have some blanks.
He has blanks. So Charlie, I think selling regimes. I mean, just let them go. There are other. There's Regulion. There's Emerson Royal. There are all these players there, Charlie, that can do much better.
Charlie, regimes they make. Regimes they make.
That's almost bomber.
So this is Rowland. Rowland is still close to 100,000, 100K. Rowland is doing quite well. Just that I want Rowland to stop taking his minuses. The only good thing for him, when he takes his minus, then it will go up.
But he's not minus 8 and he's in a green arrow.
Yes, I'm saying that he brought in Antonio and Edward and brought in Salah, and Salah disappointed him, but the other guys are covered.
But at least he brought in Edward and Antonio, gave him what? So 14 plus what? 5. 14 plus 5 minus 8. Let's do the calculations.
And that is 90 minus 8 is 11 plus 0 plus Salah 0.
I wonder if he had Ronaldo, you should compare and see whether if he had Ronaldo, he would have captained him or he would have captained this week.
He would have captained Ronaldo, but Charlie, you make the guy get angry when Ronaldo scores for a goal.
Ronaldo will score.
Sometimes it is good not to even think about it. Let the thing be in the past, because if you think about it, you cry more.
Ronaldo, I've told you since he made them, I told you that Ronaldo will do the job. So 35 minutes Ronaldo starting.
So the good thing about Rowland is Watkins is coming in, so he can play 3-4-3 this week and not make any move. Still have a good team, but I think he might also want to sell Bernardo. Bernardo has been playing quite deeper since Kevin De Bruyne came, so I think he might want to say. I don't know whether he will go Bowen or he'll go so, but I think Rowland normally that's not like a double of West Ham, so he might not go with Bowen. he might want to go with Son. I don't know, man. I don't know whether he will be able to get the cash because Bernardo is 7.6, Son is 10.5. That's a 3 million. Selling.
You do minus right now, Rowland.
I think maybe if he has some cash, he might make the move. And me, I'll tell him to make it. Sometimes, Charlie, but yeah, man, I don't know what's that. I don't know what yet. It is so that is it there. So, managers, any key questions, any key issues that you have, comment. Any dilemma you talked about what to do this week. After this week, there might be a little break. I mean, there will be 1 week for the FA Cup game before the next game with 22, but then there'll be double game with 21. So everybody should watch out by tomorrow. If you have a transfer, you just hold your transfer by tomorrow. You might get to know of any key thing. Any question, please, you can type in the comment section for us in the chat section, the live chat, and let's know what to do. So, aside the double game weeks, we've given the key players. So those who missed at the start can watch, rewatch, and you see the key players that you need to watch out going into this week. But Son, that Watford Spurs game, I think Dennis might do something. Kane might do something. Then we'll come to Spurs, Son, and Kane. So if you have one, it's okay. Don't force them by plenty. But somebody like me who wants to make my moves, because Charlie, now I need to rise, because if I wait too long and the template becomes cramped up, it might be difficult for me to rise again. So now what I'm trying, not that I'm in a hurry, but I'm just trying to make sure that if there's a move to make, I'll make it, and then move, make it and move, and then I'll keep my chips are also still there, and then we'll look at how it goes there. So the question down there is, now you can't strengthen your bench. No, you can strengthen it there. See, but Charlie, the way the postponements are going, Roland is saying that Leicester Norwich might even be called off there. So Salah captain or no Salah captain, Marvin?
If
you
you have a better captaincy choice,
so who is the better captaincy choice this week? Apart from Salah, if you had every player in your team.
The thing is that people have sold Salah and bought Son. So definitely they will be going for the likes of Son. You know, Charlie, if you have them, look at the City players, because City against Arsenal, they always have a good show against Arsenal. I know you don't know defensively and things. But Charlie, if I was convinced that somebody like Foden will start or something, Charlie, I'll just dump the armband. And you know, if you can afford Kevin De Bruyne, Charlie, go for that guy. That guy against Arsenal.
Marvin has made the call. Kevin De Bruyne, Son, Foden. Okay, any of those. Yeah. Look at what Roland predicted. Roland said Man U will score 5-0. Roland, who will score those 5 goals? Hey, what's that? Wolves, City suffered. A whole Liverpool. I can't withdraw. Roland, please.
Come and explain how Manchester United
score 5-0.
How Manchester United score 5-0? Please explain.
Just relax. You know, Wolves have been on a long run with COVID and players out injured. It's an easy game for United. Easy.
It's system. Man, you don't know how to play it. Marvin have this scored.
I'm even surprised.
Marvin have this scored.
And Greenwood is. What's going on?
Today, man, you have this scored. 44 minutes.
No, they haven't started yet. It starts at 8:15.
Okay.
This guy will do the job. Ronaldo will do the job. I said Ronaldo. If Ronaldo doesn't get an attack,
no one has asked for your opinion about Ronaldo.
Papa. Hey, I'm just going to start typing C. Ronaldo and Cavani after.
My shit.
Charlie. Don't worry. Charlie,
Raymond.
Talk.
You know, I was mentioning it to you that Cavani will play and it will make United better. I haven't thought Van de Beek will start, but he's starting from why the coach is on my in a draw now. So I don't get it.
I
know the bar. How can that guy just not get any play time? Bruno, Bruno's out, and still he's on the bench. Like I don't Matic, you're playing Matic over Van de Beek. Like what's going on?
No, Bruno. I think Bruno has a
Yeah.
That's why Bruno is not playing. Yes, that's why Bruno is not on the pitch.
Bruno is on suspension.
Anyway,
yes,
maybe they are playing Sancho as number 10. I don't know. Anyways, 4-2-2-2, I forget. So it's going to be Greenwood and Sancho and then and then the back four.
Roland, we are saying on the show.
Playing?
Roland. Dallo is not playing. Dallo is not playing. Roland, if he come back next week and man you don't score 5-0,
glory to God.
You have to apologize to our viewers. Seriously, we can't take this.
Well, I even got my Ronaldo and captain Ronaldo
this week.
Just that I want to captain Salah.
Okay, so I think we've exhausted every key point. Then we have been able to talk about the show. So Roland.
Oh, sorry for joining.
Marvin, I won't talk about this thing again. Managers is subscribe to the channel. So Roland, close us.
All right, so our usual handles, Raymond Nketsiah on Twitter, Arku and Ekuban on Twitter for me, Mr. Owusu for Marlvin, Precious Arku, unironic, something. If you want to know his please watch the previous shows. I'm sure it's right there somewhere. So it's been nice. I mean, sadly, I wasn't able to join. Yeah, so we would love to see you guys next week.
In
2022.
Our next
2022. So happy New Year to everyone.
Yes.
Wish you all the best. Whatever you are anticipating, Charlie. May God bless you.
All the best. And thanks for all viewers and managers who have joined us all throughout the year. It started in June. They've been with us and brought us to now. Matthew's GH comment for before we end it. She says Salah Pema captain. Mo Salah would not disappoint managers on Sunday. So Charlie, when did that? So bye everyone.
And I knew that this is you miss it. Raymond, I was telling you, I said as soon as I saw that penalty, I said, what is this? Instead of him just scoring a goal for us first, then he bring penalty, I'm shishing my baby. He spoiled the whole team, he spoiled the -8. Okay, Ronaldo to get a look at.
That's serious.
Bye everyone. All the best.
Bye guys.
We'll meet in 2022. Bye. Green arrows for everyone. Let's enjoy. We'll come back. Bye.
Bye
guys.